In this lick, we're going to use artificial harmonics to outline a chord progression, and that sounds like this. So when we're using artificial harmonics, the thing you want to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that there's no extra tension in your hand, especially in your first finger. What you want to do is actually touch. So if we go to the 12th fret of the high E, if you just touch right above the fret bar there and with your index, then you're actually going to pick with your thumb. You'll notice that if your index and your thumb are too close together, that it really mutes the sound of the harmonic. So what you want to do is just kind of have your fingers a little bit more of a distance apart, and the farther back you go, it's going to be easier to ring that harmonic, but you don't have to make it too drastic too far. Just make a very comfortable position and make sure that you're not going too close. The thumb and index are too close. So now we have to make sure that when we play a chord down here, we're compensating for what our harmonics are going to be up here. That means that if we play the 2nd fret down here with my 2nd finger, then right here I have to make sure instead of playing the 12th fret, I'm actually going to play the 14th because I'm up 2 frets down here, just like that. So this whole lick starts on the D on the 12th fret, and we're outlining the D chord up here. If it helps, you can start by just doing the exact frets that you're going to be outlining with your harmonics. Just put your fingers there so you can sort of see the shape that's going to result from that. So what you'll do is you'll start on the 12th fret harmonic, and then we're going to go to the 14th fret here, and then the 15th, and then we're actually going to go to the 12th right here, actually to the 14th, and we have to pull off to the 12th. And that gets a little bit tricky because as you come up here, you can pick both of those notes, but in this riff I wanted to sort of just highlight one of those interesting things about if you're playing a harmonic and you want to hammer on or pull off to another note. What you do is when you pull this finger off down here, the 2nd finger, you have to make sure your index is already where the harmonic will be when it gets pulled off. Just like that. So I'm going up slowly at one note at a time, and then as that's ringing, I have to position my 1st finger all the way down to the 12th fret so that when I pull this finger off, you get a very clear ringing sound. And then I just go back to the 15th fret here. And then the next chord is going to be a G with an add 9. And what we have to do is make sure that you go down to the low E on the 15th fret, and then we're going to go to the 12th fret on the D, and then on the G, you're going to go to the 14th fret, and then back to the 12th fret on the B string, and that sounds like this. And what you'll notice is we end on this note, and then we actually start the next chord on that note again as well. So we go back to the D, and then we go down to the G, and then start the D again. And this time we're going to a different chord here. This is an E7. And what you want to do is keep your 3rd finger on this hand right here. Keep that 3rd finger in place. And all you're going to do is lift off your middle right from the D, and you're going to slide the 1st finger on the same. It's on the G, but you want to make it instead of the 2nd fret, go down to the 1st fret. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have to play an open on the E on the 12th fret, and then open on the D on the 12th fret. And then we have to use the 13th fret because we have our 1st finger down here. And then up to the 15th fret on the B, and then up to the 12th fret. All right, so it's very easy to get these a little confused. Again, if it helps to go all the way up and just sort of outline exactly the chord. Outline exactly the chord so you know, have little dots light up that you can kind of sort of follow the shape before you actually start to play. So that sounds again like this. And then we're going to go back to the D again, and the whole thing starts over. So slowly. and then pull this off. Then we go to the G with the add 9. Then back to where we started, the D again. And now this E7. So now we're going to try this at 72 beats per minute with a click, and that sounds like this.